Hello everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. And in this video, I will be reviewing the Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1, probably the only one we're getting for 2014. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the art is by the great Frank Cho. And the book opens up with Carol basically sending a message back to everybody on Earth saying how much she misses them, how things are so different out there, and then of course Gamora pops in the background for one scene. You got Rocket who pops in. I love the Rocket scene. Frank definitely needs to work on his Rocket Raccoon because it kind of looks interesting. I'll say interesting, yes. And then something happens, and that's where it goes into the actual story. A SHIELD helicarrier appears out of nowhere in the middle of space, far away from Earth, very far away. And I love how Rocket automatically is like, this has to be Skrulls, and you got Peter who's like, we should reach out to them somehow, and Carol's like, let me reach out to them, and then it turns out it's Nick Fury. But wait a minute, what about the Original Sin? Anyway, I guess we're going to ignore what happened in Original Sin for this story, so we're going to ignore it. It didn't happen yet, apparently. And he comes on board, he's saying he's chasing after this Skrull warship. And basically, in the end, he enlists the Guardians to help him out. And I love how the dialogue between Nick Fury and Rocket Raccoon. There's a part where Rocket's like, "Hey, Skrull," and Nick turns around and points a gun at him. He's like, "Never call me that again." And oh god, I forget what he says. He said something about Rocket being a raccoon too, by the way. And I'm trying to find the panel where he said it, but. I guess we'll get to that. So they end up joining Nick and his people to fight against the Skrulls, and they're starting to feel like something's wrong, something's up. And even in the background, you see like older pictures of the Avengers and X-Men and the Thing even, and Carol's starting to question things. You can see it in her face, and even Peter's kind of questioning it, but too late. Skrulls attack, and this is where the Guardians and the SHIELD agents. The action begins between the Skrulls and the Guardians and everybody else. And as this fight's going on, Carol and the others are questioning it more and more. Jessica Drew's in it, and she's not Spider-Woman. And Carol's like, "Jessica?" And she's like, "Do I know you?" And it's kind of weird. And then all of a sudden, they start dying. Everybody starts dying. Jessica even gets shot, and she's like, how are you still fighting?" And then we get the gigantic reveal at the end. Ready, guys? Here's your giant spoiler. The people on the ship are not the original people. They're all life-size models, aka clones. It's a gigantic cloning ship, and they've been chasing after the Skrulls since way back during the Skrull Wars, or the Secret Wars, or something like that. So it's clones versus Skrulls, and the Guardians are slap dab in the middle of it all, and in the end they win. You know, the Skrulls run away. They leave, and of course the Nick Fury clone, along with all the other clones, chase after. And they're like, what the heck just happened? And I love how Peter's like, well, that was altogether weird. And then it goes back to Carol making the video saying how much she misses everybody on Earth, and how, you know, when she was in the New Avengers, she used to look back on the good old days where she was palling around with other people, and now she's in space and she is missing the good old days with working with the New Avengers. She's like, you know, these people don't even know what a hug is. Sometimes I just want, and then Groot shows up and he just gives her. The last page of this book was perfect, I think. I think that it made the book for me, because I was reading it, I'm like, okay, so we're reading about this story that really doesn't matter. It's the Guardians with these clone SHIELD agents fighting against the Skrull army since way back during the Secret Wars, or beyond that maybe. I wasn't too sure. They didn't give any reference or any, like, check out this miniseries. But anyway, and then it ends, and it looks like it's going to end where it's just her making a video home saying, I miss everybody, I'll see you guys later. And then the whole Groot scene happened, and that definitely picked the book up for me. I would definitely say between the artwork of Frank Cho, the writing of Brian Michael Bendis, this is a 4 out of 5 star book. Definitely a highly recommended if you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan. And Flash, aka Venom, is in this. Agent Venom is in this book also, so we get to see the full Guardians of the Galaxy team instead of just the original Guardians, where it's the original team and then Carol's a part of them, but somewhere out there, and Flash is a part of them, but his symbiote is trying to kill everybody. The ending was spectacular. I would definitely say give it a look into. Artwork, story, I have to keep saying it. It was really good. It was fun. It was a fun read, and definitely like the Spider-Man annual. If you want to break from all the connections to the events and everything going on in the main Guardians of the Galaxy book, this is the book for you, because this book is a standalone story. It takes you out of all the big events that are going on in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it gives you just one full story in one $5 book. Lots of pages. It's just one story. Definitely a great annual. And with that, that's it for this review, guys. Don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 Podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. Together, we are your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. Feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys thought of this annual and any other books that we've done this week in the comments on those videos, of course. And yeah, keep reading, keep collecting, as I said, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.